Hi Aquarius, this is your February 2017 forecast from Astrologykiki. And if you would like to get your own personal horoscope that we tailor and give you a daily horoscope based on your very own birth chart, so your degrees and the planets in your birth chart, we can do that at askiki.com. Now, for a very short month, there's quite a bit going on this month. There's both a solar and a lunar eclipse. But we're going to start off on the 2nd with Mercury in challenging aspect to Jupiter, and it's going to affect your 12th and your 9th houses. I would expect to see a lot of communication and challenges with regards to possibly travel, foreigners, higher education institutions like universities or government, things along those lines, maybe even some court cases. The 12th house can also signify spirituality as well as things that are hidden or secretive, confidential. So there's a wide range of possibilities on that day, but I would expect possibly some challenges that you will need to overcome on the 2nd. On the 9th through the 3rd week of the month, there are very positive things going on between your 1st and your 3rd houses. So you will probably see a lot more communication, a lot more short distance travel during this time, writing, negotiating, filling out contracts. And the planets involved at this time are Mercury, Uranus, Venus, the Sun, and Saturn. And Saturn will have a very stabilizing effect. Mercury will produce a lot more communication. Uranus is the planet of surprise. Venus is love and money, a very easygoing planet. So, yeah, during that time, you could just see a lot more communication, travel, communicating with siblings or reaching out in your community. It's really, and really even your community sort of looking towards you for answers and for your approval when you're looking at the 1st and the 3rd house. But should be a really nice time, a little bit more of an extroverted time as well. On the 10th, there will be a lunar eclipse in your 7th house. And lunar eclipses tend to signify the endings of things, moving on to new chapters. Your 7th house is your house of partnerships, whether it's a business partnership or like a spouse, a really strong relationship that you have. And lunar eclipses they're not necessarily, even though it signifies the end of something, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just one door is closing. So yes, eclipses are big and people do tend to, maybe get divorced or break up at this time with the 7th house being affected, but not necessarily. Maybe there's just something that's kind of coming to an end in your relationship and you're moving into a new relationship. Sometimes when you see solar eclipses in 7th, it also means you're getting married. So you're moving out of sort of a lighter dating phase and you're getting engaged or you're getting married. So it's just sort of like a transition. It doesn't mean that person's gone forever. That partnership is gone. It just means you're moving from one stage to another. And really with Valentine's during this time, that's what we might see with your sign is oh, I'm getting engaged. No longer am I, gonna be Miss, but I'm gonna be Mrs. It's just a transition from one stage, but you're still with that person. You're just heading down a new path. And it's a very positively aspected day. There's a trine and a sextile there with your 3rd and your 9th houses. Your 3rd and your 9th are both travel houses, so long distance and abroad. They're very outward, communicative houses, And Uranus is involved too, and Uranus is the planet of surprise. So again, at this time, a surprise proposal. I can see it for some of you out there. Or maybe even a surprise trip. That would be nice as well. On the 21st to 22nd, there is a challenging aspect between Mars and Pluto, and it's affecting your 3rd and 12th houses. You might see a lot more communication, but possibly in a more challenging way. And so just be careful. Mars can be an aggressive planet on the 21st to the 22nd. Just maybe keep tabs on your communication. Try to keep it positive and keep cool, I think would be it. On the 26th, there's a solar eclipse. Solar eclipses signify beginnings and things. And this is in your 2nd house. And your 2nd house is a financial house. Your earned income and budgeting and possessions. So maybe this will signify kind of a new income stream, or a new, maybe even budgeting scheme that you have going on. But it will be conjunct to Neptune, and whenever I see Neptune aspected with a financial house, I like to issue a word of warning. Neptune can be deceptive. It's a planet of illusion, and that doesn't always fare so well with financial matters. So be cautious. Just know that sometimes Neptune, everything seems better maybe than the reality is. So just be cautious with your money. Be a little bit more reserved. But you could see some new income stream, or some new way of getting or budgeting your money. And solar eclipses are more of a long-term trend. So, this could be a new way of you doing budgeting or bringing in money for a while. And that's it. That's February for you. So we'll see you next month. Thanks.